now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason.
Yeah.
Jesse is here. And Preston, our czar of information, is gone tonight.
Yes!
He had to work. And Harrison is on the ones and zeros with the new fresh haircut, I think. Is that right?
The mullet is gone.
The mullet is gone. You look different without a mullet.
Yeah.
I think a mullet suits you. I think you should grow it. I
don't know if the haircut made him more or less respectable. Still trying
That's
to
a
figure
good
it out.
question. I don't know. But either way, we're here, and we're ready to bring you the same quality of entertainment that you've come to expect from Lauer Road Radio. We promise just pretty much the same kind of stuff we've been giving you.
Yeah.
We're going to keep on bringing it. So if you like it, once again, we have a 10 show challenge on Lauer Road Radio.
And I suggest everybody take it.
We ask everyone to take the 10 show challenge. Ask your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers,
Twitter followers
to take the 10 show challenge.
Yeah.
And here's how the 10 show challenge works is you listen to Lauer Road Radio 10 times.
Yes.
And after 10 times, but you got to give it 10 times.
10 full episodes.
You might listen to the first full episode.
Yeah.
You're like, not my cup of tea. We're asking you to give it 10 full listens.
Yeah. Not the same episode 10 times.
No, 10 different episods.
Yeah.
And once you've listened to 10 episodes, if you don't like it, then we're just going to ask you to listen to 10 more episodes. Okay? and
repeat
just
the cycle.
Repeat that process until you've listened to them all. And then we're kind of like a fungus. We grow on you. Eventually, you'll just be like, it's like smoking. Nobody likes it when they start. That's what I hear. I don't know.
But it's very addicting.
But eventually,
yeah,
we're like that. We're the nicotine of podcasts. I've always said that. So that's the 10 show challenge. How you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing well.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
I'm doing good. Real good. I had lunch with Farmer Bob today.
Yeah.
You want to guess?
Friend of the show.
You want to guess where one would go to lunch with Farmer Bob? Top Mount Rushmore of restaurants you would meet Farmer Bob at.
Perkins.
Bob Evans.
I have meeten him at Perkins before.
Perkins
and Bob Evans.
Yeah, those are.
But it was neither one of those. But yeah, that's right there.
Denny's.
I don't
see him as a Denny's guy. No.
Yeah.
No, I've seen him multiple times at Panera.
So Baker's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
In Bucyrus.
Yeah.
Like he's big time at Baker's. And we met at Panera today. That's where we met.
That's it.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. I almost used your phone number to get free coffee. But it's I use my wife's phone number. I don't know. I just always give them her number. And they said I have a free bagel this month. Because I'm like,
score.
I'm going to take that and not tell her about it. So,
well, the other day, I gave my phone number to get my drink. I got my drink here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I am drinking ginger ale.
Good job.
And
no ice.
I gave my phone number.
Maximum calories. You gave them your phone number.
And they said...
Why don't you just go ahead and give that out on air? Just let people know.
405.
Okay.
So I gave my phone number, and they said, looks like, did you just get this?
Oh, no.
And I said, I've had it for over a year.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we know that. Because I go in every day.
Yeah, we're aware of who you are.
We're aware of who you are. Mm-hmm. And they said, no, did you just get your drink?
Mm-hmm.
I said, no. Mm-hmm. They said, well, it looks like you did.
Oh.
They said, we'll just go ahead and give it to you because you're here every day anyways.
Yeah.
I said, sometimes my wife uses it.
Sure.
And they say, not a problem. They gave me my drink. Mm-hmm. So immediately I texted you.
Yeah.
Because you've threatened to use it multiple times.
I've thought about
Have
it.
you ever used it once?
No. I've almost done it before.
And I was there. I saw Michaela at Panera, and she goes, Dad told me to use your number.
Is it every 2 hours?
I think it's every 2 hours.
Yeah. So I've thought about it. Like today, I was like, I got there at 11. I thought, there's no way he's going to use it.
Yeah, that would have worked.
That would have worked today. Oh, dang it.
So here's the thing. As long as you use it, well, before noon for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anytime before, unless on the weekend.
Not on a weekend, but
On a weekday before noon.
A weekday before noon.
You're good.
All right, good to know.
Okay.
What do they care?
No, they don't care.
Oh, I'm gonna use it now. I don't even like Panera. Anything at Panera, their coffee's terrible.
You're gonna fill it up and just dump it.
Dump it.
I don't
Yep.
mind their coffee.
Yep.
I do have a beef about Panera that we can talk about later.
So I texted you, and you said no, I didn't use it.
No, I
so
didn't
I texted
use
my
it.
wife, Shelby. Did you use it? No, I didn't use it.
No, I didn't use it.
Stella.
It
was Stella.
Doesn't she work there?
She does work there.
Can't she just get a drink for free?
She has her own pass. She has her own pass.
Why didn't she use her own pass?
Because she didn't get a free one that time.
Well, no, she has
She
her own
gave
pass.
it to a friend.
No, this is what happened. So on my birthday this past year, she sent me a message and she goes, "Did you know that you have a free dessert on your birthday?" And I said, "No." She goes, "Are you going to use it?" I said, "No." "Do you want to use it?" She goes,
Yeah.
"Could I?" I said, "Yeah." So she used it. And she goes, "Sometimes you let things expire."
Right. So she's just checking to see what
So
you got.
she's checking to see. So she said that if you got $2 off.
Is this a Panera commercial?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
go to
Sponsored by
Panera,
Panera,
just tell them you know. Just say
Hashtag Lauer Road Radio
Yeah.
at the checkout.
You
As
tell
you-
them. You don't enter it. You just say, "I would like a coffee," and also hashtag Lauer Road Radio.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They'll know what you mean.
They'll know. We're everywhere. And so, anyways, Stella said, "Well, you had $2 off half a sandwich, and if you got a drink with it, you also got a free cookie."
Come on, what are we talking about?
So she
I
said
love
I
their
did it.
kitchen sink cookie. I'm a big fan.
I don't know what that is.
It's their cookie.
This isn't a commercial.
It is. Just go because we get 10% of your bill goes straight to the
not
show.
Not of their bill. We have to pay it.
Oh, is that how that works? I don't know. The Panera people were very sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't think the girl with the tattoos works there anymore.
No, she does.
Oh,
I
she
think
does.
she was there today,
Okay.
and they're not tattoos.
Their makeup.
I've
It's makeup.
watched very closely over the years, and it changes.
Okay, it's makeup.
Yeah.
So I got a problem.
Why do you tattoo? She tattoos. She make up tattoos on her face.
Well, I mean, you can change your mind. Tattoos are more permanent.
That's true. So it's actually a very wise
I
thing
think
to
it's
do.
wisdom.
Yeah.
So, Jason, tell me if I'm wrong. Okay.
And you are.
Yep.
All right. You tell me if I'm wrong about this. This particular thing annoys me. It grates at me.
Yeah.
It's like it makes me. It's not just. It does make me uncomfortable, but something about it makes me upset.
Yeah.
Even more than uncomfortable.
Your blood boils.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a little bit.
I experienced the blood boil.
Okay, you know the blood boil.
His blood's
You're-
always boiling.
You're at a constant boil.
Did I tell you that a soccer game got canceled because of me?
Because of you?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. So, but I'm willing to admit that I'm wrong. So tell me that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Panera.
Yeah.
One of the normal checkout.
Once again, not a commercial for Panera.
But if you do go to Panera, please, as you're ordering, how do you do that, Jesse? How does it go again?
You just say, "I like one terrible coffee." Also, hashtag Lauer Road Radio.
and wink and finger guns. And then they will give you a 10% discount.
Yeah.
Absolutely, something like
Okay.
that.
That's our pledge to you. I mean, you're drinking out of the cup, so it's advertisement.
It is.
So one of the normal cash register people, slightly older lady.
I know who it is.
Okay. Does it bother you?
Does what bother me?
Her pet names for everyone.
Oh yeah, baby, honey, sweetie.
My love.
My love.
She
yeah.
often, almost exclusively, you cannot get your order into her
Yeah.
without her referring to you as my love 17 times.
Yeah.
Hi, my love. How you doing? What can I get you? Okay, my love. Anything else, my love? All right. Sounds good, my love. All right. Here it is, my love. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, I've also heard honey, baby, sweetie.
honey, I'm. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I can live with
What
it.
about baby?
I don't love baby, and I like sweetie less. But there's something about my
love.
like referring. I don't like it.
Well,
And now tell me what's I'm saying.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong, because I can admit, is this just some weird thing that I'm like, why does it make me mad? I don't know why it makes me mad.
So I have a question.
Yes.
A very deep question.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
We
now
can-
think about
we-
this.
we
Don't
gonna
just
get deep.
Don't immediately answer.
All right, I promise.
Think about this.
thinking.
Ready? what would Jesus do? Because I think Jesus said, love God, love people. So my love would be loving people. Or she might be referring to the God that's in you.
She calls me my love, as if I'm her love.
Well, the God that's in you is her love. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You said I have to think about it.
Yeah.
All right, let me think about it. I don't think he was a coffee drinker.
No,
I don't think it applies.
No.
I don't think he would go to Panera. He
Definitely
liked,
not.
He liked Middle Eastern food. You know, flatbread,
Falafels?
fish. He loved fish.
Yeah.
Even post resurrection, big fan of fish.
Big fisher.
Yeah, he ate fish.
But he surrounded himself with fishermen.
He liked to barbecue because he cooked fish over charcoal. You ever
Open
done
face.
that? Yeah.
It's like rustic.
Do like an open face thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does she say it with a bit of an accent?
No.
My love?
No.
No, she's just like,
No, she's your typical.
hi, my love.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
She's from Marion.
Here you go, my love.
How old is
okay.
she?
What do you want, my love?
65.
That's a good guess.
I know.
Is she good
So-
looking for 65?
No.
No.
So Marion 65 is what?
If she was a.
Marion 65 is like Dublin 78.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Maybe 80.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do you in Marion years versus Dublin?
Oh, me?
years? Yeah. Versus.
How do I calculate this? I think I'm a 50-year-old Dublin guy.
But
Did I calculate that right?
I don't know.
What are you?
I'm making it up. I think in Marion years, I am.
Oh, Marion years, I'm a 35.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I'm a 35 Marion, and I'm a 50 Dublin.
In Marion pounds, I'm like 130.
Yeah. You in Marion
Marion
pounds,
pounds,
you're a fitness influencer.
Absolutely. Yep.
Man, look at that guy in the tracksuit over there. Jeez, he must work out.
All the time.
Look at good old Richard Simmons over
Yeah,
there.
this guy over here flaunting it. And tell you what,
And step. And step.
have you noticed they've gotten a new set of carts at Walmart?
No, I haven't been to Walmart.
They're bigger, broader, sturdier.
They're huge,
Really?
Like
man.
they're it's like this big. That's not
Yeah.
an exaggeration. I think the seat is like this big armrest.
I've not seen
It's
them.
like you got to start it. No, I don't know. Not
They have
about that.
6 cup holders.
It's like But I'm not exaggerating though when I say the
They're
seat is
big.
this big.
Well, listen,
like
if they put a fountain drink as you walk into the store, they would triple in sales.
yeah.
Right?
Well, or just attach it to the bottom of the thing with like a helmet straw or something. I don't know. That might. I don't know. That might do
Like
it.
a carrier sits in the baby seat. It's a big chug of sugary drink.
Can I just say, the longer
yeah.
I'm thinking about this whole my love thing,
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little bit peeved about it too.
I don't like it.
You know why I don't like it?
Why?
Because if I worked at Panera, and every lady that came in, I was like, "What would you like, my darling?
Yeah, sure.
Well, here you go, darling. Here you go, sweetie."
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't work there very long.
No, they
No.
wouldn't like that.
No. So why does she get to do that?
Well-
That's inequality. That is inequity.
Yeah, well,
I don't like it.
I'm not sure you're saying that right, but
Iniquity?
He's also Marion Albert Einstein.
E equals MC something.
yeah, he's the Einstein. I'm the Tesla. You're the Edison.
Sure. Okay, I'll take it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
Well, they're desperate for workers. They're
know.
always short-staffed. And listen, I stopped there tonight on the way in at Panera,
As
our
you
local
do.
Panera.
As you do.
I love Panera. I go every day. There was a handwritten sign on the register. I hate handwritten signs, by the way.
Listen, I agree.
Get-
I could
just
not
go
agree
to the
more.
back and print one off
You got
the
a printer
computer.
back there. Just
Do some
use
Comic Sans.
I was gonna say Avenir. Just get some. Just pull
Listen.
up the Avenir font.
Sure, Avenir's fine.
You can make part of it
Calibri bold.
part of it
Come
red.
on.
Papyrus.
You know,
Marion would use Papyrus or
if
Comic
they had a
Sans.
printer, they would do like a blue background with red letters in Comic Sans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they. So
Worst
probably
combination.
probably best that they don't.
Underlined and italicized.
Absolutely.
All caps.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So it
this is
said
some niche humor.
there's a handwritten sign on the register. It said, "Need ones." So I pulled out my wallet.
Yeah.
I had 15 ones.
Oh, look at you.
I never have ones.
Wow.
I had 15
I
ones.
bet they were happy to see you.
Yeah, I said I'll take my 2 drinks,
And
I said I think I got 15 ones here for
I
you.
think I can help
And
you
she goes,
out.
"Oh, thank you."
Thank you, my love.
No, it wasn't that lady.
No.
She only works in the morning.
It bothers me so much, and I feel bad. Like I feel like it shouldn't bother me. I feel like I'm wrong
Yeah,
for this.
Well, a little bit. Yeah. Listen. What's it to you? Who
Exactly.
cares?
You know,
Right?
I had the feeling today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but someone I know.
Should usually follow that instinct.
I usually do. But
It's someone you know.
someone I know.
Measure twice, cut
Saw 'em.
once. Yeah.
I thought it was cut twice, measure once.
No.
Oh,
Definitely measure twice.
well, that's why everything's off level at my house. Okay.
Probably.
No, someone I know, close to me.
Savannah.
No.
Oh.
They were parked in a handicap spot with a handicap sticker on their car that wasn't theirs.
Yeah.
And to me,
They borrowed a handicap sticker?
Well, the vehicle was used. Sometimes the person driving the vehicle was handicapped.
Okay.
But today it was not that person.
And your sister has no problem doing this.
It wasn't my sister.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not gonna name any names here. Okay. I plead the fifth.
By any chance, were they picking up a handicapped person?
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not 100% no.
Okay.
Because I've also seen that.
Nope.
Okay.
It is a pattern of behavior.
Oh.
This is not the first time.
I don't like that.
How do they get their hands on this handicap sticker?
Well, because there's a person that lives with them
Oh, I
that
see.
sometimes also drives that car
I
or
see.
is in that car.
Okay, yeah.
And that person has a handicap sticker,
Yeah.
rightly, but that person was not with this person today.
So they
just-
used it all the same.
Yep, and they always do, and that is something that boils my blood a little bit.
I hate that.
Oh,
know-
it ticks me off.
you know
Every
what
time
I've-
I see it, I'm like, ah!
I have found out that at the hospital, no one checks if you park in the clergy spot. Like they don't know. You can just honestly, anybody can park there anytime, and no one will say anything.
One of my last vehicles, it was a Ford Taurus, and I bought it from a pastor, and on the back he had a clergy sticker on.
Yeah.
I didn't.
free
I
access to
didn't
everywhere.
take that off for months. And
He
he
would
was
just-
like, "You really need to." And I was like, "Why?"
He would just park sideways in the middle of the highway and just be
Yeah.
like, "What are you going to do about it? Talk to God."
Yeah. I can officiate weddings and funerals. And what I told my wife, I am ordained. I've done a funeral and I've done a wedding.
You don't have to be ordained to do a funeral. They're already dead.
Or-
I mean, they don't.
You know,
need-
I learned that after I got ordained to do the funeral.
I mean, what are you
True
gonna,
story.
Yeah.
I was asked to do a funeral, and I was like, "Well, got to get ordained now."
Someone
Went to
invites
4
Jesse
years
to
of seminary
church.
school for that.
Yeah, just to do the funeral.
Wasted your money.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Because all you have to do is ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
That's basically what I did.
There
That's
it
all you
is.
have to do.
sing Amazing Grace. Boom, you're out of there.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, nobody likes a long funeral, by the way.
No.
Listen, we've
Or
established-
wedding.
No, neither.
Listen, the wedding I did, the wedding that I officiated,
Okay, yeah.
was we were up there for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And that was it. And the number of people that came up to me after, and they're like, "That was a
Yeah.
really short
People
wedding."
love it. People
and I
love
was like, "Yeah, I know." And they're like, "No,
No,
thank you,
thank you. Yeah.
Dan had a 3.5-hour wedding.
Yeah.
Really?
It
Yeah.
was bad.
No, it was not bad. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. And I won't stand for anything other than that. But
Well, being your best
It was
man at
longer.
your wedding,
Uh-huh.
I stood up a lot.
it was
I didn't know you
longer
were Catholic.
than a normal wedding. We had multiple people doing the ceremony. You know, there were lots of acronyms. You know, is that the word I'm looking
There
for?
was like an Indian smoke thing that you
It's
did.
like holy matrimony, VH, and we're like, yeah. Well,
H.
you know,
Honeymoon.
what are you gonna do?
You will experience this in a matter of hours.
No. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
This guy.
Like, what? The Catholic priest. This guy has no idea.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know. Anyway, so what we're talking about? Your handicap spot, Panera,
Yeah.
my love. All right, that's it. We're good. So
Handheld
Things
signs.
that grind our gears. Oh, is this a new segment?
things that grind our gears.
That's a pretty good segment. Sometimes
Yeah.
you stumble upon something pretty good.
Yep. Sometimes you stumble upon something good.
Sometimes I do too. Handwritten signs. I also hate the one that is in the bathroom. Employees wash hands. Have you seen that as a handwritten sign? Like what is going on here?
Yeah.
that you have to like
Right.
handwrite a sign.
I think it's just so you know, our employees are washing their hands because we tell them to. You know.
Yeah.
First of all, no one that wasn't going to wash their hands
Sees that
is going to read that
handwritten
sign and be like, oh, I guess I better.
Yeah, I never care.
Mhm. Yeah, it doesn't bother you.
No.
You just blow right through it.
Yeah.
The I would say the Venn diagram of illiterate people that can't even read in the first place
non-hand washers.
and non-hand washers
they
is
almost entirely
they
overlap.
almost entirely overlap. It's
The other
shape
reason I
of
know that's what
Jesse.
the sign says is because it has a picture normally of someone washing their
Yeah,
hands.
they're like, ooh, picture, and it's like, oh, it's not a pop-up.
There's
Never
a
mind.
place that I clean their windows at, and they have 2 doors to get in their bathroom, and on the second one as you're leaving, there's a big stop sign that says "Stop. Did you wash your hands?" I'm like, it's just awfully aggressive.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
No, because then I want to be like, no, I didn't. What's it to you?
Exactly.
Anyway,
All right, Jason, you had something you wanted to talk about. I had a couple things
Oh,
to
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
soccer.
Yeah. Oh, you got kicked out? No, you
no,
closed
listen.
down the soccer game.
Yeah. So Gideon's playing soccer, and it was cold.
Yeah.
And it was wet.
Sure.
It was not a pleasant experience for anybody.
I get it. I've been there.
I'm standing on the sideline, and I'm walking up and down the sideline because Gideon's a striker, and so he's always like pushing that goal.
And you're getting your steps in.
I'm getting my steps in. So I'm kind of floating up and down. I'm not sitting down. And I'm walking within 10 feet of the referee, the sideline guy. And I did not say a word.
Sure.
Not one word to him.
But you're yelling at Gideon.
Occasionally I would yell at Gideon.
Sure.
Like, go or, whatever, run. And I gave him a couple looks that were less than
Because he
pleasant.
gave not so good calls.
Yeah, there's a handball in the box. He should have called it. He didn't.
But you weren't like, yo, handball, what are you
Right,
doing?
right, I didn't do that,
You
right.
just gave him a look.
Well,
what did the look, how did it go? What was the look? Oh,
With the
man.
tongue.
No.
Yeah.
Like, are you stupid or were you,
Yeah,
did you? Yeah.
Like
all
we
right.
all saw it.
Uh-huh.
And so, Beto.
No.
O'Rourke.
No. No, you play volleyball against him.
Oh, sure.
And-
He's a good volleyball player and a good soccer player.
He's an incredible athlete. He's Hispanic.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Uh-huh.
And he's fiery.
Yeah.
I mean, he is fiery.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's yelling the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you picture me, he's twice that.
Yeah,
Okay?
but he's more likable than you are.
That's true. That is true. But he's also yelling in Spanish, so that kind of levels it out. So anyway, so he's yelling in Spanish at his own kids, right? And there was another handball, and Beto's yelling,
Just losing.
blah, 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 blah. And the referee comes over, points at him, and sends him off
At Beto.
at Beto.
Okay.
And this makes me mad.
All right.
I am angry.
Yeah.
So he went over to talk to their coach to say, we're kicking him off. And he comes back over with the coach to make sure that he goes off. And I look right at the coach.
The coach. Uh-huh.
Yeah, not the referee.
Yeah.
I want to say the word that I said, but it's
Not appropriate.
not appropriate.
Okay.
I'll just say BS.
Okay.
But I completed the entire thing.
Sure.
I looked at him. I looked at the coach.
At the coach. And you
and
said,
I said, put this camera on right here.
this one right here. Here we on.
I said, this is a bunch of BS.
Wow. Did your
Like that.
eyes get real big
Yeah,
like
it
that?
got real big like that. And
Oh, man.
now I was looking
just
at the
got chills.
coach. I was not looking.
Chills.
I was not looking at
Goose
the referee.
pimples.
Goosebumps right here.
I was a little fired up.
But you were telling the coach.
I was telling
I'm
the
not
coach.
talking to the ref. I'm talking to the coach.
Talking to the coach. This
Yeah.
is a bunch of BS. You can't kick him off. He's yelling in Spanish.
How old
He's
are
yelling
these
at his own
kids?
14.
Okay. All right. So
They're
we're not
fine.
talking about 5-year-olds.
They're not 5-year-olds.
Okay.
They're like 8th graders, right? They're of the age where you can yell and scream and everything else.
Say all the words.
Say all of
Sure.
them.
Every one of them.
So when I said that, a lot of giggles happened at that moment. Lots of giggles from both the parents and the
People count on you
Uh-huh.
to say the thing that they want to say.
Yes.
They're like, like a dad starts to stand up and a wife's like,
I got this.
Don't worry, Jason's going to say it.
Yeah.
You don't have to embarrass us. He's 5 seconds.
He's got this.
Yeah,
He's got this.
Yeah.
So I said that. And the referee immediately went over to the other sideline to talk to the other coach. He waves both his hands and starts walking off the field.
Whoa.
Yeah, and everybody's like, what is going on?
The referee he felt threatened
Yeah,
by
he
you.
felt threatened.
He's like, I'm getting out of here.
I did give him a couple dirty looks.
These guys are going to
I never,
me in
not
a
one
parking
time,
lot.
talked to him. I did talk to him once as he's walking off.
Uh-huh.
And it's
What'd you
rainy.
say? What'd you say?
Okay, I'm going to back this up a little bit. So I
Okay.
can-
Oh, sure.
I said, is it lightning outside?
Oh, you pulled that one.
I pulled that one. Like, did
Yeah.
you cancel the
Did
game
he
because
respond?
there's lightning? He said no, and he just kept walking.
Wow.
And it was an intense moment.
Yeah.
all the parents thanked me because it was cold and rainy.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to
No
be
one-
out.
And let's face it, it's not even a real sport. So,
Yeah. So honestly, like I used to think that. I really did until I started coaching and being a part of it.
Turns out it's the world's most popular sport for a reason.
Yeah.
Kind of a big
and that's
deal.
because Brazilians are not good at basketball. That's why.
Actually, Brazilians are pretty good at basketball.
fair
They're
enough.
one of the better.
Luis Scola, he's all right.
So that's only happened not too often, but only once this year. And
That you shut down a game by
that I
yourself.
shut down a game by myself.
It happens, but
It's happened
so
before.
far.
Yeah,
only
so
once
far
this year.
once this year. And I did get a lecture.
Okay.
I got lectured
From
administrative from the club.
I see.
But they did say we're not going to use that referee anymore because it was a bunch of garbage.
Okay.
So
I
You
need
see-
you. What's that?
You need to have good one-liners that are funny enough that you can yell them at the ref and not get kicked out.
Yeah.
Like one time at one of my niece's basketball games, there was a ref. He was not good.
Yeah.
And he had a real thick. He did have a good mustache. He had a thick Tom Selleck-ish mustache, but he had no other hair on his head. He was just a great mustache.
Oh.
And he made a couple bad calls, and it got real quiet. And I stood up and I yelled, "That call was as bad as your mustache!" And so everyone started laughing.
Yeah,
and he looked
sure.
at me like,
Yeah. Right.
But in reality, he had a pretty good mustache.
it was a great mustache. But I was able to yell at him without
Sure.
getting in trouble because it was
Yeah.
comical. It was a terrible call.
Yeah.
But then you throw in the comedy.
But it's
and you
at
don't get in
him.
trouble.
I don't really want to yell at the refs.
yeah.
Oh, that's the
I
funnest part.
must ask you a question. Why did you call that?
I walked by him after the game and
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, your mustache is pretty good." And he was like, "Thanks."
I forget
so
where I
confused.
was. Maybe you know the answer to this, but I was with somebody at a baseball game, and they like to shout out compliments.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
me.
Was that you?
That was me.
Yeah,
I
that was
reverse
you.
heckled.
Yeah, reverse
Yep.
heckled. That was
Yep.
you. Okay.
I was like, "Hey, 13, you probably come from a really nice family and your parents love you a whole lot."
Yeah, just in a really mean voice.
Yeah. Your wife's a beautiful woman and she's lucky to have you as a husband.
I'm sure you're talented, but
Yeah.
it's also your hard work that got you to this point.
Listen,
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't even like baseball, but that was fun.
He liked it.
That was fun.
The guy enjoyed the
Oh, he
heckling.
was laughing, yeah.
Yeah, he loved
Yeah.
it. It was this thing, you know what I mean, where you see his shoulders, you know.
Your father gave you a lot of positive affirmation and
Yep.
hugged you many times.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did it for like a whole inning, too.
Yeah, it
just-
was awesome.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I was
We'll have to recreate that.
Let's do it. Let's go to a Clippers game.
Yep.
And when you buy tickets at the Columbus Clippers, just say hashtag Lauer Road Radio.
You have to say hashtag or it doesn't count.
and
then
they
let
will
them know-
let you in the dugout.
Yeah.
Now,
Let them
here's
know
the
you're a
deal.
Lauer Patch Kid.
Here's the deal, though.
It's a secret. Nobody knows.
It's a secret. Nobody knows,
Yeah.
and it's like a play acting thing. So
Yeah.
they're gonna act like you
It's
know
a secret code.
Yeah, the security guard's gonna act like you're not supposed to be there, but it's a big joke. You know what I mean? So they'll be
Everybody gets a
chasing
good
you.
laugh out of
They
it.
love it when you run more when they
Yeah.
try to chase you. It's like a whole thing. So
Yeah. And the way you get them to stop chasing you is take your shirt off.
yeah,
That always
Mhm.
happens.
And then
And if
everybody.
that
lo-
doesn't work,
And everybody
then you
loves
take your pants off.
Sure.
And if that doesn't work,
All
Okay,
right.
stop. Okay.
I need your help with something.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you are
Thank you.
when it comes
whatever's
to,
gonna come, I
I
already
needed
feel
your
it,
help
yeah.
twice today.
Oh.
So the first was to
drink pass.
tell me. Well, I wanted the drink pass, but to tell me that I was wrong, that it bothers me that
Oh,
this
you're-
lady
yeah.
calls me my love. Oh, even when I said it again, it
You're
just
a little
don't-
wrong.
I don't. I think I am. I really do.
Yeah, don't let it bother you. Water off a duck's back. That's what I say.
Mount Rushmore of things that water
Runs off.
runs off of.
Umbrella.
Umbrella, a
Duck.
duck's back,
Roof.
a roof. Yeah, and water beads up and runs down. I would say a freshly. What do they put on the windshield when you?
Rain-X.
Rain-X. A
Rain-X
Rain-X
windshield.
That's
I
the
like
Mount
it.
Rushmore
Yeah.
of things that water runs off of. Well,
Duck's back.
Duck's back, umbrella,
Rain-X
roof,
windshield.
and Rain-X windshield. Pretty good. So tell me, tell me here, you when it comes to board games, your basic policy is if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never not cheated at a board game.
Yeah. So what I need to know is the particulars of cheating, because some things are cheating and some things are like, well, I got away with it, but it's not necessarily cheating.
Are we talking about risk?
We're talking about Monopoly.
Okay, because
Okay.
I got a great risk hack.
All right.
I don't know if I should share it because I've used it a lot.
Okay. Well, I want to hear it, but you let me know. Was this cheating?
Okay.
So we played Monopoly. Levi and Grace were in town. It was Grace's birthday weekend, and we said, "Grace, what do you want to do?" She said, "I want to play Monopoly." And we're like,
Poor
"Gosh,
girl.
Grace."
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what,
Levi,
Yeah.
it's not too late.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I know you got a ring on it, but we can pull that thing off, you know? I mean, the invitations have not gone out yet, you know?
We haven't spent too much money.
Monopoly, really?
Yeah.
No. We played Monopoly before. It's
She
been...
wants to feel how it's going to feel like
been
to be in
fun.
the family.
I know. I'm like, you just want to watch us fight, don't you? Because that's what happens when we play Monopoly. We're going to get in fights. So, anyway.
You should invite me over.
Yeah, no.
He's like, yeah, no.
Marriage is off.
So, but we like to, because we don't, there's 6 of us, so we don't want the game to last forever, so we team up. So we have 3 teams of 2. That's how we play. And so that, you know, you kind of get to play with somebody and make decisions together.
okay, that's fun.
It adds an extra element, you know, then when those 2 people disagree about a deal, you know.
Are you with or against Erica?
So the way we do it is, well, this sometimes we'll just pull numbers out of a hat.
Because let me say, Shelby and I cannot play opposite of a board game.
Opposite.
If we are teammates playing a board game,
Yeah.
we could do it all day.
Yeah.
If we're opposites, it's a fight.
Well,
There's a lot of
this is
silent
part of the issue.
treatment going
I hate the silent treatment. I mean, sometimes I just wish you would give me the silent
Would
treatment.
you rather be yelled at? Like, okay, so like you go to a
Sure.
friend's house, right? Fun
Yeah.
times, you're playing a game, Monopoly, whatever.
yeah,
You're on
yeah.
opposite teams. You
With
do something
your
stupid.
wife.
You say something stupid. The drive home.
Yeah.
Would you rather her yell at you or silent treatment?
How long is the drive home?
35 minutes.
Do I have like an interesting podcast that I've been saving
No,
up?
there's nothing on the radio.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just
like the radio
silence.
won't even turn on.
Just silence.
Silence.
It's just the sound of her breathing and the car.
Yeah.
Huffing and puffing.
Yep.
Every 2 minutes.
Exactly that.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'd take the yelling.
I think I would too.
Yeah, I don't like the silent
Just
treatment.
let's just get it out.
Yeah.
Let's just yell.
Nate Bargatze's thing about the silent treatment is funny. Have you heard him do that?
I don't think
How
so.
he's like when you give your wife when you and your wife are like, you know, not on speaking terms. And he's like, it's lasted for a couple hours, and then you accidentally run into each other like in the hallway,
Yeah.
you know, and you treat each other like strangers, like, excuse me, just coming by here, you know. Anyway, it's really funny. So
I always look for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go in there. Have you seen the matches?
let's just break the
I'm
ice.
just looking for the matches.
Yeah.
You know, I
and
need
then
to
she
light
gives
a
you that
candle.
look like I'm not done with this yet.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm like, okay,
all right, okay,
I got
all
another
right.
day.
Come-
That's fine.
You know, now that
We
the
measure
next day, you
ours-
wake up in the morning. Have you seen the poop knife? Can't find
We
it.
measure the silent treatment in days, not hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sheesh.
I think a 3-day was the worst. I
Oh,
ever got.
that's
It was,
impressive.
I forgot our anniversary one year. Like I flat out forgot.
You just forgot.
I just forgot.
That's
it.
why you got to get married on your birthday. That's the big suggestion.
Well, what helped
Mm-hmm.
was we got Gideon. I say we got because we adopted him.
Mm-hmm.
We got Gideon, and his birthday is the day before our anniversary.
Okay.
So I can never forget it. As long as she doesn't forget
Sure.
Gideon's birthday, I won't forget the anniversary.
Right. And if she forgets Gideon's birthday, you're
That's
like,
on her.
Listen, what I did was bad, but this is your child. Come on. What are we talking about? Anyway, so Grace and Michaela are on a team.
Yeah.
Abby and I are on a
Okay.
team. And then Erica and Levi are on a team. Okay.
Okay.
So we get about, when we do the thing where it's Lord of the Rings Monopoly, and there's a ring, and every time a 1 is rolled on the 1 dice, the ring moves forward. And once the ring makes it all the way around the board, the game is over.
Oh, okay.
So I like that because
Yeah.
it's not a 5-hour Monopoly game.
Correct. Yeah.
So it changes your strategy. So once the ring is about halfway, give or take, Erica and Levi are already so far ahead of everybody. There's like, why are we even playing anymore?
Yeah.
So so the first time we cheated was we landed on the tax thing,
Yeah.
you know, where you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
pay
yeah.
the tax. And there were some other discussions happening, and we landed on the tax, and Abby kind of looked at me, and I just picked up the dice and I gave it to Michaela. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, your turn, you know. And she just went, and Abby was like,
Yeah.
and I was like,
She's a rule
I was
follower.
like, just be quiet.
Right.
You know, they're not gonna, you know. And so, and nobody made us pay the tax. Like nobody was like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we caught it at a good moment.
Yeah.
Is that cheating?
No.
Because they're the ones
That's
that,
on you.
They got to call
Yeah,
that
that's
out.
on them.
Like,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so next thing, I'm going around and I land on Boardwalk, or that version of Boardwalk.
Whatever it is, yeah.
And I land on Boardwalk, and Erica's distracted, I guess. And so I was like, oh, $200 for pass and go. And she gave it to me.
Yeah.
And then my next turn around, I did pass go. I was like, $200 pass and go. She's like, okay, there you go. She's the banker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I did that 3 times in a row.
What?
The next time I landed on go.
Yeah.
So on go, I said $200, and
Yeah.
she gave it to me. And then I rolled again. I moved again, $200, give it to me, and she did.
Oh.
Next time I did it on the one just past go,
Baltic
Avenue or
Yeah,
whatever. And I did it 3 times in a row. The 4th time, and Abby, every time I did it, she she got up and went to her room, because she was like couldn't help, like she was gonna start laughing.
Yeah.
So 3 times in a row I did it. The 4th time I had gone a little bit further down. It was going to be harder to pull it off.
Yeah.
And I was like, $200. She's like, I already gave it to you. I was like, I don't think so. She's like, yeah, I did. I was like, are you sure? She's like, I'm not going to do that. She might have even said something like, how stupid do you think I am? I was like,
At least 3 times as stupid.
so,
You really think I'd fall for that, dude?
so I got 600 extra. Well, they're called power in the Lord of the
I
Rings
don't like
Monopoly.
that. Yeah.
I got 600 extra powers.
Just call them like Cordigons or something.
Yeah.
Cordigons.
Sure. Pints, maybe. Pints.
Oh,
It comes in
500
pints. I'm getting one. So is that cheating? I just asked the banker for $200.
And
she gave. She's the banker.
That's on her.
She gave me. Now I realize that if I would have reached in the bank and taken money out,
That's stealing.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Okay, but if you ask the banker, "Hey, $200," and they give it to you,
That's on them.
I mean, if you go to the bank right now, you're like, "Can I have $200?" And if they give it to you, is that stealing?
No.
No. Someone
gave you $200.
They gave you $200.
Listen, it wasn't really a gun that you were pointing at them in your hoodie pocket.
Yeah.
Now, technically, you did lie. You said, I just passed go $200. I just passed go.
Well, I
$200.
did just pass go
Yeah.
recently. Can you give me
Within-
$200?
Yeah.
I was a statement of fact.
Not when you landed on Boardwalk.
Now, I did not say you have not given me my $200 yet.
Yeah.
I said
You're just
I passed go.
testing it out.
Give me $200.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you
Yeah.
go. That's on. Is that cheating?
No.
Erica disagreed. Afterwards,
Yeah, of course she
Well,
would.
yeah.
Yeah.
afterwards when
She
we
is a
lost, I
rule
told her,
follower.
and she looked at me like our whole life was a lie.
Yeah.
That's how she looked at me.
Yeah.
But
That's on you.
they
You
also
married
blew
me.
us out of the water. They landed on free parking like 4 times in a row.
No, you do the free parking.
Start
See, that's
thinking-
not real.
Her and Levi were cheating the whole time, too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Might have
they,
been.
they had loaded
Okay, so
dice.
an easy cheat in Monopoly, because I
Okay.
know them all.
Yeah.
An easy cheat is to, before you roll, you know how many spaces everything is.
Right.
And when you roll, it's a 8. And you tap your space or
Yes.
the next space.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
or 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have tried that with Erica so many times. She watches it. Like,
That's something she watches.
yeah, you
Okay.
can't get that one past her.
Because that's it with the kids all day. And you count it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, what can they say?
Yeah, I counted it.
Uh-huh.
1,
I mean,
2,
if you're sometimes you can like going around a corner,
you
you can
skip-
hit the corner twice.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that one for sure.
Or you can skip a space.
Sometimes,
You know,
it
depends.
depends on how well they're paying attention. No, you could not get that one past her. I've tried multiple times.
Yeah. The other cheating option, we did it when we were kids, is prior to the game, you hide some money for later.
yeah.
So when
did
we
that
were
one
kids,
for sure.
we'd slide them under the carpet.
Yeah, at Grandma's house, under the carpet. There was a spot in the house where the carpet could come up, and we had just multiple $500
Yeah.
bills hidden underneath that carpet.
And at any given time, you want to buy some houses, here you go.
Yoink.
Yoink. Okay. I'm not going to tell you my risk cheat because I still want to use it. And if I
We're
tell
not
you,
gonna play Risk. When's the last time we played Risk?
okay, I'll tell you.
I've never played Risk.
Risk is fantastic.
I like Risk.
I hope Aaron doesn't listen.
I have Lord of the Rings Risk.
Okay,
which
so
is a lot of fun.
my strategy is always to dump all my guys on one, and then I can
Yeah, sure.
cycle through.
That's the strategy.
I don't. Some people like 2 on every
Nah,
country.
those
I don't like
people
that.
are suckers.
Put them all on
What
one.
did Hitler do? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. He lost. So
Never
stop.
mind.
Okay,
Never
so
mind.
you put all your guys in one country. When you attack another country and you lose,
Yes.
you grab a couple of your guys and you drop them.
Yeah.
But what you do is you palm a couple guys and you grab, you shuffle them through, and then you drop the 2 that you palmed. So you're actually not deducting 2
Right.
from the thing.
So
but
you always got 2 in your hand.
You always got 2 in
but
your
there's
hand.
such a big pile that you can't quite
they don't
tell.
know. You just
It's-
shuffle through it, and you grab, and you
2.
palm drop 2.
Oh, that's good. That's
and
good.
that'll take you a long way.
Yeah.
I've won a lot of games that way.
Sure. I've never seen you lose.
It
Risk.
also helps that he was playing against his children when they were like 6 and 7.
No, I've played Aaron and Brett. I've played some players, and I win.
Yeah.
So I say I have won in the past.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, sure. That's a pretty good one.
It's a great one. You know who taught me that?
Who taught you that? Bennett, probably.
Dave Jungerberg.
Oh, Dave Jungerberg. Yeah, that makes sense. He's an engineer, so he thinks about like.
I
stuff
saw
like
him
that.
do it, and I'm like,
Wait
what
a minute.
What are you doing? I called him out on it, and then he showed me. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
He was our youth leader. We learned a lot from him. He was a big influence in our lives. Mhm.
So
All right.
you want to hit Netflix?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do the Netflix suggestion of the week because what else are we going to do on a Wednesday night in Marion, Ohio? All right, play it.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
My Netflix suggestion of the week is found on YouTube. There is a channel. The guy's name is Bart Sibrel. Sibrel.
Okay.
That's his last name. His first name is Bart. Bart. This guy,
Mount Rushmore of Barts.
Simpson.
Bartimaeus from the Bible.
What was the Bart quarterback?
Bart Starr.
Bart Starr.
So Bart Starr, Bart Simpson, Bartimaeus from the Bible.
Okay.
And
Bart.
Ooh, not a lot of Barts.
It's an underutilized name.
Bart.
If we had a information czar here.
Yeah, the information.
It's ridiculous that I have to do his job and mine.
And what is your job?
Looking pretty.
Okay, my love. Well, for a guy to say it to a guy, that's not cool.
No, that's not cool.
That's not cool at all. If an 80-year-old Dublin lady says it to you, it's fine.
Sure.
You know. Did you find it? I was stalling.
What did you Google?
List of Barts.
No, famous Barts.
Famous Barts. Gotcha.
Jeez. Preston would have got that right away.
Famous. No, he
It
wouldn't have.
starts with an F, not a PH. Famous.
Oh, shoot. Bart. Okay. Bart Starr, Bart Ehrman, Bart Scott,
No.
Bart Baker, Bart Berman, Bart Freundlich, Bart Oates, Bart Connor, Bart Johnson, Bart Palazewski,
Okay, there's no more Barts.
Bart Connor.
We have 3? We can't finish out this Mount Rushmore?
Let's just say Bart Sibrel, because he's my YouTube guy.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
All right.
So Bart Sibrel.
Uh-huh.
So this guy, I don't know if you've ever seen the video of.
Assume I haven't.
There is a video that exists online where this guy is harassing Buzz Aldrin about not landing on the moon. Buzz Aldrin decks him. Have you
Yeah,
ever seen that?
I have seen it, or I'm
So-
aware of it.
Yeah, you're aware of it. This is that guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he has
So he's a moon denier.
a moon landing hoax guy.
Is he a flat Earth guy?
No.
Okay, because those two cross over quite a bit. Because in order to be a flat Earth guy, you have to deny the moon landing.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram is weird because I don't even know how that works. All flat earthers are moon.
Deniers, but not
Deniers.
all moon deniers are flat Earthers.
Correct.
So yeah, I don't know. On a Venn
It's a if
diagram,
and
that might
and
not
or
work.
type of
Yeah.
thing. So, anyways,
It's like there's like a little circle inside of a bigger circle,
correct.
and that little circle is all the way inside of it. But then there's other areas outside.
Correct. Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Okay.
So, anyways, Bart, he has a lot of videos online, and he's got a website, bartsibrel.com, and he has made a documentary called "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon." It's an hour long,
Okay.
very informative, and it's quite compelling.
Really?
Quite compelling.
Are you compelled?
I am compelled.
Okay.
I'm equally compelled on the flat Earth. I can't commit to it because
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
But here's the thing: for anybody to say, "I know that we landed on the moon," the number of people is about 8.
That
It's
have
the
been
people
there.
that actually walked on the moon. Those are the only people that would know, and half of them are dead.
Yeah.
So there's not that many people that know 100%. Everybody else has a level of doubt,
Sure.
right? That's the way it works.
You can't prove it.
So, anyways, it's a compelling documentary. It's worth watching 100%. I will say this.
Please do.
I probably think that we landed on the moon.
Uh-huh.
I probably think that the Earth is round, as in a globe. I think these things are probably true.
Okay.
But I also think there are some other conspiracies out there.
Yeah.
For instance, like 9/11, that we have not heard the full story.
Sure.
Right? I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying the official story is not true.
Everybody has a percentage of belief in anything. Now, sometimes that percentage is 0, right?
Yeah, right.
What is your percentage of belief that we landed on the moon?
49.
So you say 51% that we didn't.
Kind of, yeah.
What do you think Ray Grogan thinks?
99.9999.
That we did land on the moon.
Yeah.
Well, he's a public elected.
He has to say that, yeah.
But like,
listen, next time
like
he's on.
for real though, like in reality.
80.
Okay, all right.
Listen, he's wise enough to look at the.
He's wise.
There's some compelling evidence.
There's
there
some
really
compelling
is. There's some very compelling. So, anyways, funny thing happened on the way to the moon.
Bart
Sabril.
Sabril.
Funny thing happened on the way to the moon.
Okay.
I do think, had we landed on the moon 50 years ago,
Sure.
the last time we were there was 1972. So it's been 51 years.
Been a minute.
Why have we stopped?
Why aren't we going back?
Why aren't we going back? By now, there should be bases on the moon.
Yeah.
And do you know the best place to launch to Mars would be
The moon. Yeah.
Right? We
As far as
have-
I can tell. I've
should
run
have-
the diagrams.
Yeah. There should be bases on the moon. We should be launching from the moon to Mars. We should be colonizing the solar system by now.
There's an interesting movie. I think it's called The Moon or Moon. It's got that one guy that you really like. He's the really funny guy from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that his head pops back.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure he's in it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
I don't think
I think
so.
it's called Moon. You would really like it.
I'll watch
it's
it.
trippy.
So if you were going to Mars,
Uh-huh.
I know we're short on time here.
Yeah, and I got a whole thing.
If you're going to Mars, I've got a whole thing. If you're going to Mars,
I've got half a thing.
okay, listen.
I'm going to forget mine, though.
Okay.
It has to do.
Go.
Just put that in your notes if you're going to Mars.
If you're going to Mars, remind me.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
You're right.
Trail of Broken Tears.
But mine's better.
No, mine's pretty good. So listen, if you're going to Mars, it takes about 8 months. 8 months there, 8 months back.
According to...
Science.
Okay.
Trust the science.
All
it's
right.
a year and a half in space.
Sure.
Okay? Would you be willing to go yourself?
Yeah.
Okay? If there's 3 people on the shuttle with you, so you're not alone,
Yeah.
and those other 2 people were Jesse and Gideon, would you still go?
So there's 3 people.
You,
me,
Jesse,
Jesse,
and
and Gideon. No. I'm not going to say...
Gideon doesn't seem like he's that bad.
I'm not going to say which...
Correct.
Yeah, you'll find no disagreement from me. Now...
I'm sorry, I had to get that out.
Sure. That was your...
I've been sitting on that
you've
all
been sitting on
show.
that. All right. My Netflix suggestion is... my Netflix suggestion is quick. I've not been watching too much, but I've been watching a lot of... I'm in a rock climbing clique. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Am I having a stroke right now? Rock climbing. I'm in a rock climbing. Anyway, I've been watching stuff on rock climbing lately on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you know who Alex Honnold is?
Yeah.
He's the guy that free soloed El
Yeah.
Capitan in Yellowstone. He's crazy.
It's a great documentary on
Free solo.
Net Geo.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway,
you can watch it on Disney.
there's 2 YouTube videos where I think it was like GQ or Vanity Fair, one of these. They interviewed him and they had him watch clips from movies where there was rock climbing, and he broke it down
Like
and
Cliffhanger.
said, they did a couple from Cliffhanger, and
Yeah.
he's like, first of all, I love Cliffhanger. This is the most unrealistic thing ever. This would never ever happen.
John Lithgow
And he's-
chasing down Sylvester
He's like breaking
Stallone.
down the scenes, like the
Yeah.
woman's like hanging,
Yeah.
but he's like holding on to her.
Yeah.
Like he's holding on, he's like, "You hold on," and she's like dangling in free space. You just
Yeah.
see her in wide open space,
yeah,
and
yeah.
his arm. He's like, she would be touching the wall. You know, he's like,
Yeah.
if he was hanging onto the wall,
Yeah.
and he was hanging onto her, she would be touching the wall.
Right.
He's like, there's you
Because
don't
gravity
see-
would.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, there's no that. He's like that could never happen.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, it was really they were very interesting to watch.
Okay.
And a couple of them, he was like, no, this is legit. And one of them, he's like, oh, I know this guy. He's like, they hired my friend to be
Okay,
the
yeah,
climber.
yeah.
He's like, this is real climbing. In the Mission Impossible stuff is actually pretty good.
What about
apparently.
Search for Spock? When
It wasn't Search. Well, it was
Search for
it was,
Spock.
Yeah, it was a Search for Spock. He did break that one down.
Did he? Yeah.
And he was climbing El Capitan.
Yeah.
Except he was like, wait a minute, this is not El Capitan. He's like, this is 4 miles over.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he was somewhere else. He's like, yeah, that's like 10 miles over.
Yeah.
He's like, they obviously just bounced around.
No,
but
the
he said
thing
the
that bothers-
climbing. He said the climbing was actually pretty good though.
Okay.
He said the
What
technique
bothers
and
me
stuff.
is the gravity boots when he goes flying down
Yeah,
to get
I know.
him
Yeah,
and
that's
capture him. I hate that.
But he didn't break that down. So anyway,
I
just
want some gravity boots.
Alex Honnold breaks down. I think it's called The Breakdown is
Okay.
what it's called. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So today, like I said, I had lunch with Farmer Bob, and he wanted to buy his girls. His oldest girl is 8. He wanted to buy a little ATV for them because he has to pick up a lot of rocks.
Okay.
With a bed that had a what's the word when it like
A lift gate?
like a
Or tailgate?
tailgate that
Well, it's a tailgate.
it's a
be
tailgate
lift.
that lifts that
Yeah, yeah.
that drops them. And so he went to this place. He said they're hard to find, but there's this one place in Lancaster that had him. Him and his dad go, and he walks in and they ask him what he wants, and he says, "Yeah, this is what I'm looking for, and that's what I want. I want to get one of these." Like, "Oh, okay. So for your kids?" "Yeah, it's for my kids." "How old are your kids?" Well, my oldest is 8, and the guy was like, I can't. I'm not allowed to sell it to you."
What?
And he's like, "What do you mean you're not allowed to sell it to
Yeah.
me? Like, I'm just, I'm ready to buy it right. I want to buy it right now."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she, I'm not allowed to sell it to anybody who's going to let their kid that's under 12 use it. And
I said 18.
and he was like, "Well, tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
whatever, but I want to buy it." And he said he was there, and he said the guy, he was there for an hour looking at him and stuff. And when it came time, he said that the sales lady,
Yeah.
who he said he was about ready to, and then she gets up, she's like, "Hold on one second." And then the guy came over and talked to her, and she's like, "I'm sorry, we can't sell this
my
to you because you
gosh.
told us."
Yeah.
And he said, I mean, he was pretty irate about it. Is this just wrong? That's wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There's like, what's it to
Listen,
them?
I'm leaving with that.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
I'm not walking.
Bob said they got up and walked out.
Well,
Because I
see,
think he was
I'll
afraid
take my
about what
money
his dad
somewhere.
would do. I think his dad was armed, and he was like, we got to get out of here.
I'm leaving with
Listen,
it.
if I want to buy fireworks and say that I'm going to let my child hold them and light them off, you sell me the freaking fireworks. This is America, not
I don't know about that. But.
not Iraq. I don't know.
Do they have fireworks in Iraq?
I saw a guy put an M80, light it, and put it in his
boobs.
mouth. It was a YouTube
I
short.
saw. Have you ever seen this video? I don't know why I thought of this because I think you knock stuff off when using fireworks. Have you seen this video of this guy? He was like doing karate for like kids that were like disabled and stuff. Have you seen this video?
No.
Oh, this is the worst. I mean, it is so painful.
Yeah, we're at the
Totally get it. Yeah, I'm going over. Totally get it. Like from his perspective.
Yeah.
But he's, you break stuff in karate. So
Yeah,
he's got
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing, and there's this girl, and she has no arms, and she kicks the board. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And breaks it. He's like, "Awesome."
Oh.
And then
Empty
and
high
he goes like
five.
this, and he realizes, and then he goes like this, and he's like, like, and he was like, he just didn't know what to do.
Oh.
I felt so bad for him. He's
Yeah.
obviously a good guy.
Yeah.
he's doing this, you know what I mean, and he
Did
wants
she
to
laugh,
be,
or
it's
was
the
she
most.
upset?
No, she did not. She
Yeah.
was
Oh.
Canceled.
Not a fan of it. I felt really bad
Canceled.
for him.
That's tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
It was a good dog.
I've spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids.
It's getting better, maybe.
That was forgotten.